One of these houses is mine. I'm just not exactly sure which one. A sigh pushes out, weighty and exhausted from deep in my chest. The sun set hours ago, back when I was still on the highway. Trying to read the tiny print on each of these mailboxes isn't easy after staring out the windshield for the past 2 days. My eyes practically crackle, begging me to close them. Sleep. Just go to sleep. That one. I think. I pull up alongside the curb, letting the heavy engine rumble on as I flip through photos on my phone. Martin sent me a picture 2 weeks ago, a selfie of him with a large tan house behind him that looks like the one I've stopped in front of. Unfortunately, the homes on either side of it are mirror reflections. Normally, Martin's preference for uniformity doesn't bother me. Tonight, though, I wish he had picked a weird bungalow with daisies painted on the siding and a turquoise front door, just so I know without a hint of a doubt that I'm parking in front of my house. And I'm definitely parking because I need to pick one of these clone homes before I drive myself mad, puttering around this neighborhood all night. As I shut down the engine, the whole car settles, as if she's ready to sleep for the night. "Enjoy your rest, Penelope," I mutter to the steering wheel. I need a bed bad. A pounding started in my temples way before I even crossed the Louisiana-Mississippi border. The headache comes courtesy of long hours in the car, paired with my hair being pulled up into a high, messy bun. I'd let the heavy mass down if I wasn't terrified of its condition. 2 days' worth of greasiness has built up. I doubt removing my hairband would even do anything. The hair would likely continue sitting on top of my head, permanently reshaped. My priorities have changed. Before a bed, I need a shower. The vision of scrubbing a thick lather of shampoo into my scalp plays in my brain like a porno. I can imagine the transformation of the knotted mess into its normal, smooth cascade. "Butter on my bread," my mom always says when she affectionately tugs on a strand. Not sure I approve of being compared to a boring slice of white bread, but I take comfort in the fact that she's simply referring to my complexion and hair color, rather than my personality. When I push the car door open, the heavy New Orleans air embraces me. It is almost as warm and wet as an actual shower, but nowhere near as refreshing. The humidity sits on my skin, weighing me down as I trudge up the front walk of a house that I hope is mine. The easy solution would have been to just call Martin on Friday night when I decided to change my travel plans. That way, my fiancé would be waiting out on the porch, ready to wave me down. Instead, I chose the surprise method. I'd like to convince myself that this is a romantic gesture. I just couldn't stay away from you for 2 more weeks. In reality, my silence arises from shame. Whenever I let my thumb hover over his number, I couldn't even imagine how the conversation would go. "Hey, honey, guess what? I lost my job," I whisper under my breath and pause with my foot on the bottom step leading up to the elevated porch. Well, I guess I could say that. Now that I'm here, potentially a few steps away from Martin, the words don't seem so inadequate. Depressing? Yeah, sure, but I can clearly envision his face, how his blonde brows will dip in the middle as he scowls. Not at me, but with me. I can taste the glass of red wine he'll pour me as he rages over the unfair treatment. That's when I realize why the need for surprise. I don't actually want to talk about how I got fired from my dream job. All I want is to see my anger reflected in the face of my partner, to feel connected to him in a way I haven't in a while.